Men oftentimes care about what they see, women care about how you act. And the better you get at acting the way a man has to act in order to satisfy hypergamy and keep female nature stimulated, the better you're going to do at actually maintaining proper attraction. But the core emotion that you have to fundamentally ingrain into yourself, and for some of you, if you've lived under the false belief of unconditional love your whole life, you have to get a bit more serious with this. I see a lot of guys that are just not serious enough. They're not serious enough, therefore they don't have their masculine frame. They're spending their time doing fantasy football. They're spending their time at some sporting event. They're spending their time being a spectator in the stands. Well, you're not going to take yourself very seriously then. And if you don't take yourself very seriously, I understand that the fun guy might be able to get laid, but you have to understand this. When you are actually looking at retaining relationships, when you want to retain interest levels, you're going to have to be a man's man. She has to look at you and think you're mature. She has to look at you and think you know what you're doing in life. She has to look at you and actually sense strength within you. And you can't do that unless you have that masculine frame. You can't do that unless you understand how to maintain your own strength and leverage for yourself. You can't do this unless you have the ability to walk away, because she's always going to be asking for more. She wants more of everything, more of your time, more of your attention, more of your life, to essentially see how much she can slowly, consciously or subconsciously extract that energy out of you. And then when she sees that you're completely weak because you've not self-preserved your masculinity or your energy, now she has reason to leave and reason to exit because that well is dried up.
What I need you to do is take that next step. You need to learn, understand, and master the language of women. I specifically made this process for you. It's in my bio. It's in my description. You can go and check it out. I made this for you. Go and check that out. I made this for one reason. I want you to be able to have the skill set. Yes, you heard that right. The skill set to attract the woman you genuinely want to attract without her pulling away and leaving you heartbroken, without her losing interest in you and losing interest in the relationship. That way, the woman that you really love, the woman that you really want to be with, you actually know how to retain the interest level in the relationship. That is so important. That is why I made this. I have the best process, the best system that you can just copy paste into your dating life and go and use that. Go and check that out. Go and do this right now.